I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and then slam you into the ground.
Sounds like a plan.
I feel like that is usually a winning move.
Oh, yeah.
I do love that the Mega Evolution is just that the baby gets up and starts helping.
Kangaskhan's Mega Evolution is one of my favorites because it's affecting only the baby.
Yeah, I think it's both funny and it's like genuinely kind of creative. You could only do that with Kangaskhan. I like that.
Uh-huh. There are a couple other Pokemon that have other entities as part of them, but
oh, you know what? Yeah,
it's funny
true.
with Kangaskhan.
Like a Slowbro. You could do something with that.
Yeah, the quote-unquote shelter attached to its tail.
Yeah, has there ever been like a confirmation on what the hell that whole thing is about? Because like as a kid, everybody just said it was a shelter, and
yeah, the Pokedex says it's shelter.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know in like Pokemon Snap, for instance, the Slowpokes will fish for shelter with their tail, and I feel like they do that in the anime too, but I'm not totally sure. Luminion.
Pure water type.
Luminion.
I say Luminion.
I think Luminion sounds better, so I'm gonna go with that. Did you know that I still get told on a near daily basis that I pronounce everything wrong?
I can believe it because that is one of the most common complaints people have about other people saying Pokemon things.
Yeah,
like,
it
they
really
want
does
to prove
seem
that
be
they are
universal.
right. Actually, it's pronounced Arceus, not Arceus. whattageek, you suck.
Yeah, it's brutal. And the creator
good
of Pokemon
news.
literally said he doesn't care.
Yeah, good news. You can kind of pronounce any Pokemon's name however you want. You can kind of figure out what's going on, given the context of some of the things. So, like, for example, if I asked someone who their favorite Generation 9 starter was, and they said Fukuku, I would not be like, actually it's Fuecoco. I'd be like, oh yeah, I know which one that is.
Yeah. At some point, you're just like, I know what you're talking about. Okay. Now, I just want to point out that this is irresponsible. Staring directly up, walking forward.
You know, it'd be even more irresponsible if someone left a lamppost in her walking path.
It's also very uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
To walk with, like, your collarbone towards the sky, with your head up and tilted back. Oh my god, look at that constellation! I think they call that one Pokemon Alpha Sapphire.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, guys, did you know that if you just connect these stars together, it says the next Pokemon game will come out in 2026? Whoa, spoilers!
Whoa, whoa! Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, you heard
Whoa!
it first! There's one person who's gonna watch this video, and they're gonna mistake that and think like, oh my god, he's a PokeTuber. He actually knows when the next game is coming out. He's giving insight. No, dude. One, I'm not a PokeTuber. I do not qualify. I have not gained that accolade. And two, I don't even know when a new Pokemon game is coming out, let alone have inside info on it. Man, I have my nose so buried in my work that I don't know when new things happen anymore until people tell me. That's just how it is when you gotta work this much. YouTube takes up all your time.
Oh, wow. So, my Rayquaza that I have to fight is actually Terrakion. And...
Oh shit, did my game crash?
Oh, hilarious. I think it's saved, so you're good.
Cause it's not, I'm like clicking buttons. I didn't, oh man, my hand was off the controller when that happened too. Wait, no,
I think it did save after you beat May, so you should be able to load back in and you'll be in Little Root.
Do you hear that? Oh wait, no, I guess you, wait, oh!
Oh, okay, there we go. I forgot, it was just a cutscene that you couldn't avoid.
Oh my god, I really, cause it was like half faded and there was no music for a while, I really thought it crashed.
Turns out, now we good, it was just unclear. So anyway, yeah, my legendary Pokemon, which changed into a different legendary Pokemon, has the original legendary Pokemon's signature move, which I thought was a pretty fun coincidence. I think it also won't let me progress unless I catch this thing, so I'm gonna try to at least.
Nah. I'm just, quietly reading a conversation of our parents, trying to avoid a fight.
Hooray, epilogue! My parents may be getting divorced.
You need to pay for tickets to go watch a meteor shower in a public cave? What? Oh my god, are us and May going to get the tickets? And then we will watch the meteor shower together. And then it will fade, and it will say the end for the 10th time? Like, what is this? I feel like we've gone through a few different, this is how the game is supposed to end.
Yeah, we definitely have.
I'm sorry,
so
am I supposed to be like,
that symbol means, oh, hey, there's more to the story, which then leads into the Delta episode, which centers primarily around Rayquaza destroying a meteorite / meteoroid.
Okay, so that's why it was green. So that was our cliffhanger of the next chapter, the post-game chapter.
Yeah. Now, I asked you on Twitter how you felt about doing the post-game stuff. You said you were up for it.
How long is it?
I am just now reaching the end of it. And we've been going, yeah, for like an hour, but this is also tacking on at least 20 other minutes from the... Ah, yes, XXX.
Are we in Mega Man?
Mega Mans.
Dr. Wowie.
Shout out to Mega Man 8.
Do people still remember that? Like, because I did play Mega Man 8 a little at a friend's house growing up, but I knew most of those cutscenes through like early YouTube memes. Dr. Wowie. I wish I could remember all the lines. Dr. Wowie is the one that really sticks with me.
Dr. Wowie Zowie. Do I have to fight Rayquaza? Okay, cool. So I have to catch Rayquaza. Problem. It's a Pokemon with a 3 catch rate normally. You don't heal your Pokemon after the fact. Like if you defeat it and it comes back. And it's fucking strong.
Oh, well,
so
you have
that's
10
a problem
Master
here.
Balls, right?
Yeah, that's what the randomizer allowed me to have.
Yeah, 10 Master Balls.
Yeah.
Looks like
so anyway, meet these 2 new characters.
Wow, we're getting like full cutscenes and... Oh, I thought you were like throwing something. Like X-Pac throwing a voice modulator. Phew. That's so much better. I feel so free.
We're breaking free!
I didn't realize that Whismer had a butt.
I think it's supposed to be a tail, and it can let sounds out of that tail.
I know what sound comes out of there.
Yep, it's not what you think it is. Or it's not pleasant, anyway.
No. Not weeks. Days. We don't even know what year it is. It's a bunch of X's. Super ancient Pokemon from being revived like it should have been. If I just tweak a bit with that keystone, why does this sound like drug references?
Yeah, right?
Like I guess it's because it's tweaking and talking about keys, like cocaine. Who put all this cocaine in my Pokemon game?
Game Freak, apparently.
Oh my god! I feel like I should be fishing for this while frustrated and watching other people getting 10 coins out of it.
Oh yeah. It kind of reminds me of a Dokapon Kingdom chest, and I don't know why. Because it looks actually nothing like a Dokapon Kingdom chest.
But it looks...
Ocarina of Time.
Okay, that too. I was gonna say it looks very Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior, and I know that Dokapon... I don't think it's made by the same people or anything, but I understand that Dokapon is in some way inspired by Dragon Quest, which a lot of RPGs in Japan are. It's kind of the grandfather of it. Did I ever tell you that I grew up with Dragon Quest 1?
Well, you have now.
Yeah, okay, so it was called Dragon Warrior in English, but like literally growing up, I have the cart for Dragon Warrior 1 on the NES, and I grew up with an NES. Obviously, it was much older than me. That game's from like 1985. It's like 7 years older than me. But I did grow up with that game, and it is hard as balls, and I do like it, and those games are cool. But yeah, that's what this chest reminds me of. It's either 1 The Mario Party 1 chests that have the 10 coins in the stupid fucking fishing minigame. I hate that minigame. Even in the new remake, I hate that minigame. Or it looks like the treasure chests in Dragon Quest. It's the gold trim and the brown inside part. It looks like buried pirate treasure, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the kind of chest for that. What is that? Oh, is that a Wii U?
Yeah, it's obsolete.
You know, I liked the Wii U, even though I didn't have one. My sister had one. I liked the Wii U, but doesn't seem like it's aged well. Like, nobody uses it anymore, right?
For good reason. It doesn't have many games that aren't now on the Switch.
Yeah, I guess that's a problem.
The only one I can think of right now, off the top of my head, is Splatoon 1. And the Switch already has 2 other Splatoon games.
Also,
that just
the name
improved
was,
on everything.
The name
is
of
what,
the console
sorry?
was... Also, just the name of the console was awful. I mean, Wii U, can you imagine how many...
So many people thought that it was just another Wii. It was like a rebranding of the Wii. It wasn't a sequel to the Wii. It was like, it was released alongside it. That's what people thought for years.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's... And, like, that might sound stupid to people who, like, are big gamers and stuff. It's like, how could you not know that the Wii U is its own console? So, obviously, its own console. Yeah,
bad
about, like,
marketing.
Bad marketing. Think about adults who have to buy this for, like, as a gift or for other people who aren't super into gaming. It's so fucking confusing for them. I can only imagine how many kids were disappointed on Christmas morning when they open up a package to find that they got, like, a Wii or a Wii Mini, which was a console only up here in Canada. And because they open it up and their parents are just like, oh, but we got you that new Wii console, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a stupid idea. Maybe it made more sense in Japan.
I don't know if it got any...
There. I don't know.
Yeah.
I did it!
You did the thing!
Oh. Hello,
you are the champion!
Character. I was just thinking about you. Oh, that's crazy, because I don't know who you are. It's great to meet you. This is our first real meeting, right? Yeah, that is, of course.
I think Zinnia is a fan favorite character. She gives off the vibe that she is.
I know all about your MDB, of course. Hold on, am I about to get acknowledgement for being the Pokemon champion? Okay, cool. Because that's a serious complaint I've had about a lot of Pokemon games, is you literally become the Pokemon champion. You often save the world along the way, and then there's only like 5 people who will ever acknowledge that they're aware that you are the champion and saved the world. You know? Like this should be common knowledge. Like, there's TV stations in this world. In fact, in this game, you can fight the newscasters.
Yeah. Gabby and Ty. I used to fight them so often as a kid.
Yeah, you telling me that they're not gonna report on that I'm the champion of the world?
So, something else just happened that's really quirky with this randomizer. So, when you catch Rayquaza, it wants to join your party. And you get to send a Pokemon out of your party to do so. Now, because it's not technically Rayquaza that is being added to your party, in my version it was Terrakion, I sent a Pokemon to the box, and it said, Rayquaza's joined your party. And also, it's learning this new move called Dragon Ascent. None of my party members are Terrakion or Rayquaza. No one got sent to the box, and now my starter, the one who was in the front of my party, knows Dragon Ascent.
Hold on, what move did it lose?
It lost my only fairy move, which is not a big deal, but it's it's still really funny. It's still really funny. Let's use it on this Venusaur. Here we go.
How the fuck did that happen?
Randomizers, they be whack sometimes.
Oh, I love that.
Here we go, a dragon, a hawk. I mean, I guess he is a flying wyvern. This only makes sense. It comes full circle.
I was worried what you were gonna say is like, I need a Rayquaza to get through this door or something, and because the game doesn't think it's Rayquaza, it won't let me through.
Thankfully, I think they have fail-safes for that.
Oh, fuck, I hope they do. Pokemon's pretty good about having fail-safes for a lot of wacky things. They learned their lesson over like the first 3 or 4 games, and they figured out most of the fail-safes. But I'm sure there's at least one way to fuck yourself over in every Pokemon game. It's just, you know, I feel like past Generation 4, you would have to do it intentionally. You know, like you'd have to go out of your way and research how to fuck yourself over. Oh, it's not like Gen 1 where you can just, I mean...
you can walk in the wrong door, save your game, lose all your items, and then you're done. You can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows the really easy way to brickwall your game in Gen 1 is just go into the Elite Four, drop an in-game save, and have your only Pokemon no rest, or rage. There you go.
Oh, yeah, because of Agatha.
Agatha too, yeah, because if you were to ever even get there, then you wouldn't be able to beat her. But also because against Dugong will be the first person you fight in the Elite Four. And if you use Rage, in Gen 1 you're locked into only using Rage. And what will happen is Dugong will just use Rest every time his health gets low. And he'll just beat you every time. And then you're fucking stuck. You can't get past him. You've saved in the room. I think there's like another trick for like making it so that you can't faint, so that you can't get out of it that way. It's something like Dugong will get stuck in a loop where it'll stop attacking you at some point, and Gen 1 trainer Pokemon never run out of power points, so it will use Rest forever and you will use Rage forever. So the only way to actually get past the fight is to get the 256 glitch 20 times in a row so that you run out of power points on Rage, so that you can use Struggle so you lose the fight and go back to the Poke Center.
I'm sorry, I forgot this cutscene was so goofy. It has electric guitars shredding as you mount Rayquaza, who shoots into the sky. You are wearing an astronaut suit, and it treats it as though Rayquaza taking off is like you're riding a shuttle into space. It goes for a long shot of it going into space as well. So yeah, here we are on Rayquaza, which I definitely caught. He broke through the atmosphere. He's Mega Rayquaza now. And we're gonna stop this meteoroid or whatever, which may or may not have Deoxys in it. Which I believe this is the only... Back when this game came out, this was the only way to get Deoxys naturally without the use of an event something or other.
Oh, that's crazy. See, I've never known how to catch that thing. I just figured it was always event only.
Yeah, but now in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, it is like the final story legendary you can catch.
Is it supposed to be the strongest Pokemon, like, ever?
Some Pokemon fans will say so because they like the idea of naming a Pokemon the strongest thing ever. But I think that title still goes to Mewtwo.
Is it? Like, just... Is that like a... When you say strongest Pokemon ever, Mewtwo...
in lore.
Okay, in lore. Okay. Because I understand that, like, in any practical sense, like in a competitive sense, there just isn't a best Pokemon because too many things counter too many other things, you know? There's no one thing that answers most questions in competitive Pokemon.
I will say the reveal for Deoxys in this game is pretty fantastic. It references, like, what happened in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald with the event, where you had to talk to a random triangle on the map, and it kept moving around, and it ended up becoming Deoxys at the end. Also, I lied. It's not Deoxys, it's Zekrom.
Ah, okay. It's a fucking Zekrom.
Yeah, duh. Silly me.
Put that in the fridge. I think it's so cool that in this game, you can just fly to wherever. Like the middle of a route.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
I'm a little disappointed that hasn't come back in the main games, or if it has, I just don't remember.
God, is this really the only one that does that? Because like I just started messing around with it while we've been talking, and I really like this feature. That's like
Did Gen
super
8
useful.
have that? I'm trying to remember now. I don't recall if Sword and Shield did that. Generation 9 definitely didn't have that. You had to go to specific drop points.
So, I've never done this before. I'm looking at the description of the routes on the map. Route 119. This is the jungle that you go through to get to Four Tree City. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Four Tree City, yeah. So the path up to Four Tree City, the description is, if you are not prepared for it, the harsh conditions of of this tropical rainforest will defeat you in less than 5 minutes. Now that's a very bold fucking claim, considering I have no less than 40 times in my life defeated this route in under 5 minutes.
Usually you can bike through the majority of it and only run into a couple of trainers.
Yeah, like, in my Emerald challenges, often what I do is I beat 2 gyms every work day, except for the, 5th work day where I just finish off the Elite Four and the Champion, and I give it a try at the end game fight. So Thursday is the day that I go through Route 119. Thursday is the fast day on Emerald. Emerald runs are considered slow ones for me. Thursday is my easy day on Emerald runs because it's the normal gym and the flying gym, which are both usually not that bad, and there's very little travel involved. It's like one route. It's just the forest, that's it. Because I end Tuesday's work day beating the fire gym. So when I start playing on Thursday, it's go record the fossil gag, which I need to go swap the bikes for and then swap back, because I hate the mock bike, I use acro. But you need the mock bike to get to the top of the tower for the fossil gag, and I record it fresh every time. I record a fossil gag, I go to the normal gym, I win in 5 minutes. I go through the forest or the jungle in 5 minutes, and then I fight a flying gym, which might take me 15 or 20. So, that's the easy day. I love how boldly they claim that this will defeat me in less than 5 minutes. Like, fucking, no? I don't think I've ever fainted on that route in my life.
You might have in this randomizer. I don't remember genuinely.
You know what? I might have in this randomizer. I will say that in regular playthroughs where I'm using, one fucking Weedle or some dumb shit, I've never lost on that route.
Yeah. Alright, unfortunately, I'm just gonna kill this Zekrom, much like how it...
Kill that Zekrom.
Kill that Zekrom, stomp that baby.
Stomp that
I don't
baby.
care to catch it. It's whatever.
Why can't I fly to the middle of the ocean?
Thankfully, there are spots that, are beach, so you can just land on that. There you go,
yeah.
Beach.
Yep, they just put a sign right out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, is this by... Oh, there's the thing where you can get the... Oh,
Shoal,
well, there's a
Shell
Shoal Cave, yeah. I got a Shell Bell there almost every single time I play. I don't even end up using the Shell Bell in some runs because sometimes it's not the most practical thing to use, but if I don't bring it up in an Emerald run, assume that I did still make the Shell Bell because there's literally no reason not to spend 5 minutes going in there twice in one day to make it, you know?
Mm-hmm. So,
even though leftovers are 99% of the time a better choice, but you don't get leftovers till post-game unless, okay, well, there was one time I got leftovers before post-game in Emerald, and it took me for fucking ever. I had to switch train a Zigzagoon up to, something absurd, level 81, before I could get, leftovers by pickup. And I had to switch train it, with a Wobbuffet using Struggle. It was so fucking stupid, but it was worth it. I mean, I say it was worth it. I still didn't win the run, but it got me past some fights I probably wouldn't have gotten past without the leftovers. Alright, it's been an hour and a half.
I'm trying to get through all the ending shit right now, because
yeah.
I can't save until the end of that.
You do your ending shit. I can hold out longer. I'll be fine. I don't have any, progress to do right now. I don't even know where to go at this point. I'm just doing neck stretches at this point.
Yeah. Do you want to do the post-game stuff? I wanted to follow up on that. When I tweeted at you, you said you were interested. Yeah, and if you're up for it now, we can do another session another time. Which means see you in, 4 years?
Yeah, another another 4 years we'll do another run. No,
we got 3-4 episodes out of this session, so now it's gonna be another 4 years for the next few. Hooray!
No, we'll get another recording this done in hopefully under a month. I bet you one more good recording session and we can probably either get it done or get real close to finishing it. So, yeah, that's good.
And let me ask you this preemptively. After this series is done, would you be up for more randomizers? Would you want to take a break from those for a while so I don't start something and then you become increasingly more busy as time goes on?
I want to not do another randomizer. Maybe at some point in my life I'll want to do another one, but I feel like I'm all fucking randomizered out because I played a bunch of them, and I like the concept of it, but the reality of it is that I end up playing way too much Pokemon to end up finding the randomizer enjoyable by the end. It always ends up being fun at the beginning, and at some point along the way, I cannot focus on it anymore because I have to remember new Pokemon moves for every single Pokemon, and it's clashing with how, like, literally every day I'm on Bulbapedia researching shit, and I have found that it is fucking impossible for me to keep both sets of information in my mind.
And that's incredibly fair.
Nuts. So, like, no more randomizer, at least in, like, mainstream Pokemon games for a little while, but I do absolutely just want to record more in general. I just want to go back to doing some fucking Let's Plays for fun again.
Now, on that note, what would you say to the Scarlet... Oh, yeah, that too. So this is kind of, like... How do I want to phrase this? So, you don't want to do extra Pokemon stuff that may clash with your current knowledge of things.
I don't want to do randomizer,
but you do want to do more Let's Plays. So,
yeah.
In that vein, what about Scarlet and Violet? Would you want to adjourney that?
Yes, I want to adjourney Sun and Moon, Scarlet, Violet, Sword and Shield. I did start a streaming playthrough of both Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield at some point way in the past, but honestly at this point I barely remember them. I just want to start them fresh with like you and Brandon, and we'll just do some journey bullshit, have some fun with it. I think honestly that's the most enjoyable way to do those kinds of playthroughs for me. So yeah, I'm actually like excited for that. I'm excited for Pokemon Stadium 2. Because I know it's going to be a nightmare on some level, and I feel like that's why I'm excited for it, is that there is no pretense whatsoever that we have to play fair with this game. That every single human being on Twitter who has talked to me about it at all is like, so you're gonna just like hack in Pokemon, right? Like you're sane? Because nobody can beat this fucking shit with rentals. Like, Pokemon Stadium 2 is a sadistic game. So I'm looking forward to mostly us fucking around, losing, talking about dumb bullshit, doing live editing gags, making jokes about the 5Ds, and mostly playing mini-games. I'm looking forward to playing Mario Party, Pokemon Stadium 2 mini-games with you guys. That'll be fun. It's basically
Mario Party.
It is basically Mario Party. Like that trivia one where you like, it's just MPIQ, where it's just as quickly as possible answer the questions correctly, but Pokemon Stadium has it.
Yeah.
I love that game. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Nancy Drew, as everybody has for years now. I'm looking forward. I got like other stuff on my list. I gotta pop up the list again sometime. I feel like there's some really obvious stuff that me and you need to do together. Deus Ex. Yes, I got Deus Ex finally fucking working again. I got it like working 100%, smooth as butter and everything. It's popping up in my streaming software, so like we can get that going as soon as we can figure out a day for it. And I'm excited because that game was hilarious, like fun, and it was hilarious in the right ways. Where it's hilarious in like the goofy stealth game ways. I love that shit. Like,
so I went through a little bit of extra dialogue. Birch is getting chased by a Pokemon again. I get a choice between 3 new starters. Do I pick the Fire-type Pokemon Piplup, the Water-type Pokemon Ghastly, or the Grass-type Pokemon Rhyhorn?
I love that there's actually a starter in there. Oh my god. Well, Rhyhorn is probably the shittest of the 3.
Going with Rhyhorn. Here we go.
Yeah. Sorry, was Rhyhorn the Water type?
He was labeled as the Grass-type Pokemon because
you know what?
I received Chikorita. Never mind.
Okay. So it was lying about what it said you were gonna get, not about what you... Okay.
No, it probably was definitely Rhyhorn, because that's what showed up, but when the text box came up afterwards, it said, hey, you received Chikorita, because it was a choice between the 3 Johto starters.
And they probably just wrote that dialogue rather than writing in, like, you got, and then a reference to whatever Pokemon was picked up. It probably made more sense to just write out the name of the Pokemon. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm good to stop and not record for 4 more years.
Yay! Hell yeah! Well, I need to get up and stretch anyway, and I need to get some food in me because it's 3. It's 3 p.m. and I've eaten 1 apple and 1 banana.
It's Apple.
Apple. It's Apple.
It's
Pick
Apple. Apple.
Hey,
pick Apple.
Listen, every time we ever said to pick Apple, and Apple was picked, it worked out. So, like, I don't see a problem with just
Honestly,
yelling Apple every time.
Yeah, I do it at work all the time. They ask me where the cheese is, and I go, it's Apple.
Yeah, and, like, you haven't been fired. So as far as I'm concerned, you're doing your job.
And I was right. They ask me where the cheese is while they're in the produce department, and I point at the apple and say it's Apple.
And it was Apple. You were pointing
It was
right
Apple.
at it. Like,
I was
there's
not
no debate.
wrong. There's ain't
cameras.
stutta.
I don't want any contention about this. This is absurd. It's on camera. It's at work. It's fucking Apple. It's Apple.
That guy over
It's
there
as simple
heard
as
me.
that.
I said it was Apple.
Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I think you should just run the whole business at this point, because if they can't acknowledge Apple is Apple, then just what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously, I'm still getting paid minimum wage for that place, and it's absurd. I know that's an Apple.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you should bitch about it on Twitter, and publicly shame the company. I feel like
Twitter, you mean?
that's the
I
only
agree.
solution.
The company
Yeah.
of Twitter? I agree.
Yeah, I think you should. Well, you know what? Maybe Twitter deserves to be shamed with some recent decisions.
Anyway,
You know what?
that's a topic for 4 more years in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye!
Have a nice day.